Today, we're diving into the ancient wisdom built right into the walls of Chinese temples. We're going to uncover the secrets behind their design, the very choices that create that incredible feeling of peace and power you get when you're there.
I mean, really think about it. The second you step onto the temple grounds, something shifts, right? The air just feels different. Your mind gets a little quieter. Is that just you being respectful? Or is there something much, much deeper designed into the space itself? Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out.
And that is the key, right there. This isn't about superstition or some kind of magic. Temple Feng Shui is a really sophisticated, ancient way of thinking about design. It's about deliberately shaping everything, the land, the buildings, even the sounds, to create a place that calms you down, makes you feel stable, and lifts your spirit.
Okay, so let's get into it. You have to understand every single piece of a temple's design. I mean everything, from where it's put on a map to how the courtyards are laid out. It all serves one single purpose: to create the perfect space for the human spirit.
So, we're going to start our tour from the outside looking in, because the most important piece of a temple's energy is its connection to the nature around it. You see, you can't just plop a temple down anywhere. The location, the spirit of the land itself is everything.
And this is the fundamental rule of balance. Ideally, a temple should have its back to a mountain. You can think of it like a giant, sturdy armchair that's offering protection and support. And then, out front, it should face water, a river, a lake, whatever. That water represents the constant flow of good energy and opportunity. It's this beautiful harmony between solid stability and gentle movement.
And this all boils down to one crucial concept: Qi. That's the vital life force, an invisible current of energy that flows through literally everything. So the whole point of picking the perfect spot for a temple is to find a place where this positive Qi naturally pools and gathers, kind of like a calm bay in a big river. That makes the location itself powerful and full of good fortune.
Now, just as you want to collect all that good energy, you absolutely have to avoid the bad stuff, which is called sha qi. So that means you stay far away from unstable ground, you avoid the poison arrows created by the sharp corners of other buildings, and you definitely don't build near places with heavy yin energy, like a cemetery. A temple is meant to be a beacon of pure, positive, vibrant energy.
All right, we understand the landscape. Now let's start walking toward the entrance. You know, the journey into the temple is almost as important as being inside. These big, open outer spaces are designed to slowly shift your mindset, to get you ready for the sacred space you're about to enter.
Often, the very first thing you'll see is a huge open plaza. This is called the Ming Tang. And it's not just empty space, not at all. Its openness does two things. Practically, it can hold a ton of people for festivals, but symbolically, it represents a wide, open, and bright future. It acts like a giant reservoir, collecting all that positive qi and welcoming everyone who comes near. And right there, guarding the main entrance, you'll almost always find these amazing stone lions. And they are such a brilliant picture of balanced power. On the left, you have the male lion. His paw is on a ball, which symbolizes authority and control over worldly affairs. Then on the right, you have the female. Her paw is gently resting on a little cub, symbolizing compassion and the protection of the family and community. It's not just power, it's power and nurturing, together in perfect balance.
Okay, let's step through those main gates. The minute you're inside, you feel it, this incredible sense of order. The layout inside is guided by really strict ideas of symmetry and cosmic balance. And that's what creates that stable, harmonious feeling.
You see, the whole temple is basically laid out like a cosmic map. As you stand facing the main hall, the left side is the territory of the blue dragon, that's the east, and it represents growth, spiritual energy rising up. The right side belongs to the white tiger, that's the west, and it's all about protective, grounding energy. Keeping these two sides perfectly balanced is absolutely essential for the temple's stability.
And the most sacred spot, the main hall, is always sitting perfectly on that central line. Remember how the temple itself is backed by a real mountain? Well, the main deity statue is always backed by a solid wall, a symbolic mountain of support. It's a visual cue that the spiritual heart of this place has an unshakable foundation.
So far, we've talked about what you see. But now, let's talk about what you hear. A temple is not a silent place. It has a voice. It has a rhythm. And that rhythm is created by two very important structures, the bell and drum towers.
And of course, this cosmic balance extends to sound too. The bell tower is usually on the left, the dragon side. Its sound is clear, piercing, like the voice of heaven itself, and it's meant to purify the space and wake up your mind. On the right, the tiger side, you'll find the drum tower. Its sound is deep, powerful, resonant, the voice of the earth, providing a feeling of majesty and protection. It's heaven and earth speaking to each other in perfect sonic harmony.
Now, when the bell and the drum sound together, that's a really big deal. It's a sacred announcement. It's not just noise, it's a formal signal. It might announce that a deity's statue is about to leave the temple for a procession, and the sound purifies the path ahead. And then, when the deity returns, they sound again to welcome it back, showing that the ritual is complete. It's a form of communication between our world and the divine.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's pull all these amazing pieces together. What we're really seeing is that Temple Feng Shui is this totally unified design system. Every single detail, and I mean every detail, has a deep and important purpose. And here you can just see it all laid out. You've got the mountain and water connecting the temple to nature. You've got the big open plaza gathering all that good energy. Inside, you had the perfect order and harmony of the symmetrical layout. And finally, you have the sounds of the bell and drum, which connect heaven and earth. Every single element works together, like an orchestra, to create this atmosphere of profound peace. So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. Temple Feng Shui is an incredibly thoughtful system. It's been perfected over centuries with one goal in mind: to build a physical space that directly and positively changes how we feel on the inside, to bring a sense of real calm and tranquility to the human spirit.
So the next time you're in a temple, or really any sacred space, I want you to try something. Look around with these ideas in your head. Notice that open space out front. Feel the balance of the left and right sides. See that solid wall behind the main altar. What will you notice now? And more importantly, how will you feel, knowing that the peace you're experiencing was designed for you centuries ago?